Hi friends and fellow earth angels, it's Gladys and welcome back to my weekly Sunday card reading, and this spread will cover April 7th to the 13th. So this video is getting out a little late today. I just finished my third level of Theta healing, and I wanted to channel this reading coming off of such a beautiful weekend. So Theta healing works with Creator and removing programs, blocks, old belief systems, old ways of doing things. It brings what's in the shadow or the subconscious or what we can't see into the light to be cleared. So this was a dig deeper class. So I was working on a lot of my own stuff as a healer. I think it's always important for us to be doing our own inner work. So I picked the Love and Light cards to start with today. I thought it would be suiting and fitting, seeing that I've been working with Creator all weekend. And then we're going to go into the Oracle of Angels and the daily guidance from your angels. And then we'll tap in the Angels of Abundance. And we'll finish it up with Sacred Geometry activations. So downloading a vibration that God Source Creator thinks He can empower us with this week. So I have my candle of love with my rose quartz as well, with my affirmation that says there may be no thing greater than a life well loved. So love is the theme this week. So let's begin. So I'm going to open up space by inviting in all our guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, God, source, creator of the universe, and all his holy beings of light for assistance with this guidance for us this week. And I'm going to ask that the messages that come through before our best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. All right, Creator, what message would you like to tell us this week, or what do you need us to know this week? Okay, so we have one card, and the message is: with God, all things are possible. What a beautiful message for this week, as many people are going into the holy weeks and celebration of Jesus. So his message is, if you had faith even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it would move. How fitting, because that was one of Jesus's teachings, was that all we needed was faith the size of a mustard seed in order for something to grow. So I feel like this message is reminding you, if you get overwhelmed or things come up that seem, what's the word? I want to say insurmountable or not surmountable, or unable to overcome, or if there's that feeling of how or when, or it seems overwhelming, or how can I get from start to finish, I feel like God is reminding you to invite him in. The laws of the universe abide by the law of free will, so they won't and they can't intervene unless we're asking on some level. This is why prayer and meditation and asking and being open to receive is so powerful. This is a great, I think, manifesting week too. I don't know what's going on in the stars, but I'm being guided to tell you, and for myself included, that it's a great manifesting week where spending some time focusing on how it feels to have what it is that you desire. So how does it feel to be in that committed, happy, healthy relationship? How does it feel to have that financial security? How does it feel to have those credit cards paid off? Or how does it feel to be loving the job that you're doing or working with positive, uplifting coworkers? I think that's a message that's been coming for a lot of us lately. Or it's been coming up in the weeks that I've been channeling these messages. And Diana came in, I think last week, with focused intention, or she came into one of my pick a card readings in focused attention, and believing in the higher power, and we're going to really need that now more than ever. So a lot of the people who are watching this channel are earth angels, and I cannot say enough how powerful you are as a divine being, and you are a beacon of light. We are the minority. We are the light beings of the planet, and so it's common to feel not enough, lack, worthiness, like not feeling these things, and wanting to hide our gifts. And I can't say enough how now more than ever it's so important to shine our light in the world. Even if you just show up and let somebody go at a stop sign, or smile at somebody, or let them in traffic, and just radiate your light. I know it can be difficult, it can be challenging, but even asking God in the morning, like, how may I be of service? Please bring me to the right people, places, things, and ideas that I can bless them and they can bless me as well. All right, so let's ask Creator to give us another message for us this week with the Oracle of Angels. What more does Creator want us to know this week? Oh, I'm going to go with this one. And you know what? This one too. We'll go with 2. And okay, so the first one I got is fulfillment. Beautiful. It's like she is receiving the light. The doors are open. If you can see, it's kind of like the gates of heaven are open. And I feel like God is saying, this is where your abundance is. This is where your power is. Open your arms to receive that fulfillment. So if you aren't feeling fulfilled, or you're feeling that void, know that God is saying, look to me. All you need is faith as big as a mustard seed, and those miracles will happen. And the next card, oh my gosh, believe in dreams, number 44, which is the angel number. And once again, look at this beautiful soul. She's got her arms up, and she is receiving from the heavens. So this image is her physical self, and this is her whole soul self receiving. And we have the infinity symbol. So I feel like the message is saying that abundance is yours. All those things that you desire, happiness, joy, love, peace. So some of you may be in the place of resistance, or maybe you're in a place of fear and non-believing that you're worthy and deserving of all these good things. And I feel like Creator's saying, with God, all things are possible. And with God, there's fulfillment. And with God, He can assist you with believing in your dreams. And of course, the angels are there with the number 44. Oh, it's so special. And again, the infinity symbol. This is like a symbol of God, source, creator, a symbol of infinite abundance, that it's also things coming and going. So I can't stress how important it is to be in flow in the act of giving and receiving. So when you don't allow others to support you or guide you or assist you, it's like you're blocking flow, and it is only allowing you to be able to do, say, be, and have just a small amount. So God is saying, as you open your hands and open your heart to be open and willing to receive, believing in your dreams, having that faith, I believe that's where the pieces unfold. And even, you know, I call on God and the angels regularly. So when I got on the highway, the area that I got on the highway is a little dangerous, as it's a yield sign to get on, and just the traffic just merges right away. So unless you're like gunning it to get on the highway, and you know, people are coming fast, it can be overwhelming and it can be a little scary. So as I was getting on the on-ramp, I asked God to clear the way for me, because yesterday I forgot to do that and it was a little sketchy. And so I was getting on the on-ramp, and I was like, okay, God and angels, can you open up space for me so I can get on the highway easily and effortlessly? And I'll tell you, friends, sure enough, I look and there wasn't a car in sight. No sooner do I get on and merge then here the cars come behind me. It was just so amazing. And I remember laughing and just saying, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. And that's really, it's your joy brings the universe joy, and they want to bring more of that to you. Remember, it wants you to like ignite your light, because when you're lit up, you become magnetic, and all those good things are drawn to you easily and effortlessly. So I happily received that gift of a clear highway. So sometimes we think that asking for these things need to be big and huge, and the homes and the cars and, you know, the debt being paid off or the new job or whatever it is, but we can ask on a small level too. Like if you're working on the phones, maybe it's asking God and Creator to be a filter so that the people that are calling in, the people that you receive, are happy and it's a good conversation, and maybe you're learning from whatever they're offering on the other end, and you're able to assist them and they're happy with the work that you provide for them. So these minor adjustments make huge changes in the long run. So here's what I'm getting. Maybe one of the things that you can practice this week is finding ways to receive from the universe and asking. It's those minor adjustments. If it's a parking spot, if it is asking the universe to clear the way for you in an intersection, if it is for a debt or a bill or something. I know tax season is upon us, and we're coming up on that April 15th date. So some of you could be thinking about maybe if you owe money this year, you know, instead of like being grumpy about having to owe money, you know, maybe asking the divine for an open channel to receive that or something even better to make it easy for you. I mean, those are the things that I do, and I have to say it creates a stability for me, and it's almost magical and powerful. It's fun too. It's fun to create. So let's go in with the daily guidance from the angels, and we're going to ask them, what message do you want to expand on this reading? What do we need to know this week? What do you want to tell us? What do we need to know this week? Most important thing we need to know this week. You know what? I'm going to go with this one. Sticking out. Notice the signs. So it says, yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. So once again, she's picking up a feather. So, you know, sometimes we get so caught up in the have-tos and shoulds and what's going on in the world that we're not really paying attention to what's happening around us, the gifts. So pennies, if you find pennies or coins, typically it means in God we trust. So with numbers, notice the signs. A lot of people tend to find numbers. And that was a question. Somebody had emailed me a question. A client had emailed me a question about numbers, and a lot of you are seeing numbers because it's really real and concrete. And some of the like exclamation point numbers, we talked about 44 here. 44s are angel numbers. It means hundreds on a grand level. It means hundreds of thousands of angels are with you. Ask them anything. So when you see fours, know that you are being loved and surrounded by angels in that moment, and they're listening. They hear you, so they're reminding you to ask for what you need. Anything that's creating disharmony. Also, too, feathers. Feathers are a sign of angels and can also be sent down from your loved ones in heaven. And then I was talking about the numbers. And so the eights, we saw the infinity symbol here. The eights can represent abundance. It can remember flow. It can be flow, giving and receiving, prosperity, that money is coming to you, that you're in an infinite being. It's a powerful number. So God's numbers are 0, 0, 0, 0. It means that Creator is there with you, supporting you, loving you. He's also reminding you that His love is endless. God's love is non-judgmental. So, you know, in the eyes of God, you're perfect. And so really know that there's nothing that you could have ever done that will turn God's back away from you. So when you see those zeros, it is a sign from the Creator saying, I'm here and I'm loving you, and you're filled with love. And He's reminding of you how much of a beautiful being you are. That was one thing that I struggled with, is that, you know, I would be of service, and you know, people would tell me I'd be this beacon of light, and I get that when I was channeling, and I could feel that, but yet when I closed space and I was me, I was just me. There was this lack of love and this disconnect from the love that I felt when I was channeling, and the love that I felt, or the lack of love that I felt when I wasn't in that space. So I really had to strengthen and reinforce my self-love foundation. So I would see the zeros and even the eights, the infinity, all the time, to remind me that I'm an infinite being, and that this love fills me to overflowing, and it comes from me, and it can also ignite within me so that I can feel that for myself. Wow, that was kind, sweet. All right, so angels of abundance. So I'm going to ask the angels for a message about abundance. We're talking about the eights and the infinity symbol and God's love. So what do you want us to know, angels, about abundance? It's the most important thing we need to know this week about abundance. Okay, let's go with this one. This one's sticking out. Clean energy food. Some of you are going to laugh as I'm laughing with this. Look at this little pumpkin with her little basket of tomatoes. Okay, so the message says, when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So I can tell you from experience, sugar, hormone-enriched dairy, and meats can cloud your vision. So it messes with your master glands, your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, thalamus, hypothalamus, the master glands, and it can make things foggy. So this, again, it's a general read, so it may not be for everybody, but if you are feeling foggy and you're saying, but Gladys, I don't know, I feel confused, I'm not sure, check in with the foods that you've been eating. Now, this is different for everybody, because there are some people that can eat sweets, they can eat high volumes of meat and dairy and be completely fine. But what I have seen as a pattern with earth angels is that processed sugars, dairy, anything like sugary sodas, vitamin waters, and things like that can cloud your vision. And it can bring up a lot of emotions and make you feel emotionally unstable. So I feel like this is a message that's saying, if you're not feeling this or seeing this, check in with the foods that you're eating, because I can tell you those foods are going to make you sluggish. They're going to make you want to numb out and zone out. Trust me, I have struggled with my relationship with sugar forever, and I look to sweets to sweeten my life. So as I started to learn how to sweeten my life, naturally, I didn't need the sugar. So dairy can be very inflammatory for people. So if you are feeling pain in your body, just check in and see how much processed sugar or dairy that you're eating. It can be flare up. Again, it comes from the emotional part of anger and resentment and bitterness, that fire within you. So naturally, you're drawn to foods that may flare up that energy because your body needs to release it. So the weather's been beautiful. It's a good time to get outside. Last night, I made a giant pile of vegetables with a vegan sausage and some rice, and I ate that, and I have to tell you, I was reminded of how full I felt, and you know, I wasn't craving sweets or sugars in that moment. So for me personally, that the clean energy food is what I'm working on this week. Of course, it's, you know, bathing suit season is coming and being outside more and wearing less clothes. So, you know, I am human, of course, and I'm a girl and I love to, you know, dress and I feel good in clothes. And, you know, it's a beautiful part of me that I get to do when I'm here on this planet. So, you know, I really am mindful of taking care of my body and getting out and moving. So this is a good reminder this week to be mindful of how much. I'm not saying all or nothing. I'm saying reminding yourself or checking in and being present with how you're feeling after you have certain foods, and ask your body. I mean, there's so many protocols out there. There's so many, diets and things to do and things not to do. And we're constantly being pulled outside of ourselves and ignoring our own intuition. There are some people who need meat to fuel their bodies. There are some people who need certain kinds of sugars to fuel their body, or it doesn't affect them in the way it affects other people. So maybe I'm just asking you, if you're feeling blocked in these areas or you're frustrated and you're not sure, check in with the foods. And I can't speak enough about water. You know, so many people tell me, Gladys, your skin looks so good, and your hair and your nails, well, my nails, you know, grow. And, you know, I say so often, I drink a lot of water, and I have collagen creamer every morning. And, you know, I don't eat meat products, but the collagen comes from beef bovine, from a grass-fed, a good source of beef bovine. So I am happy about having that. And I have to say, honestly, friends, I just feel better. I feel better. I feel brighter, and it just makes my body feel good. So, you know, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Like, I can never eat meat. I just don't like eating it. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like eating it. And I have to say, my brother is a chef, and he is in heaven with his meats. And I don't judge him. He doesn't judge me. You know, he makes sure there's always a special dish for me. And hey, if he wants to enjoy, you know, meat products because he makes them in a delicious way, I think that's great. So maybe just checking in with yourself and seeing what works for you, what not working for you, or even ask God and your guides. Everybody on this planet has a body elemental. And sometimes your body, well, not sometimes, but your body elemental knows what's good for your body. It knows how to assist you with your body. So if you're interested in connecting with your body elemental, you can always do a meditation and ask God, source, creator, to connect you with your body elemental. It may be an animal, it may be an elemental, it may be a figure, it might be an energy, it may be a color, something that will help you know what your body elemental is. So for example, my body elemental appeared to me in the form of a swan. And I think swans are beautiful, and I think they're elegant, and I love their energy of love. They mate for life. And it just made sense because it was really something that I resonated with. So I asked my body elemental to guide me to foods that are going to keep me lit up, that are going to allow me to move gently and flow. And I'll tell you, swans are fierce too. They're very protective. So, you know, when I'm overwrought with carbs and heavy foods, I can't be that energy. So, or if I see swans out there, I know it's a sign from my body elemental. Either I'm doing a good job or just to be mindful. There's never any shame, and it's never, God creator is never going to come to you and belittle you or shame you. It's just a reminder because they want to support you and they want to help you and they want to assist. So I'll say, thank you, angels. Thank you, body elemental. I received that reminder. I appreciate it. And then I just make the adjustments. Easy as pie. All right, so let me finish with an activation. All right, so I'm going to connect with Creator again, and I'm going to ask, what sacred geometry energy would he like to download us with this week? What's the most important activation that Creator feels we need this week? All right, so let's see. super big. I think I'm gonna go with this guy. And we have, 8! Oh my God! You cannot plan this. This is crazy. I love it. So 8s, alchemy. And last time I had this deck, I pulled this card. So I must be dialed into the energy of this card. So the frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside of us. Remember, believe in your dreams, fulfillment. With God, all things are possible. So each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. I feel like this card is saying that no matter what your life looks like right now, no matter what is happening, if you feel stuck, you feel blocked, you don't know how things are going to come in, I feel like sitting with the energy of this activation, and I have to say, you can even just sit, and you can just, after you're finished with this reading, you can come back to this spot. So it's 25:48, and you can pause this video and you can sit and meditate on this shape, this energy, this, even the message of the frequency. I think more of like, let's see, like the 8 and the, okay, or the card in general. There you go. You got a few ways to feel the energy. So I encourage you to go back and sit with that energy and let that energy speak to you. Let those vibrations speak to you. Look at the circles and the flowers, kind of symbolic of the flower of life, the infinite energy that flows. We've got the circle energy there, and of course the 8 is the alchemy. So God is reminding you that you hold the power. Stop giving away your power, saying, I can't because of this. I shouldn't because of this. This one told me this. This one told me that. I was also told, I learned in class today, that fear robs you of your energy. It makes you tired. So if you're tired and you're in that space, it could be food, it could be fears. And I feel like this reading is a reminder that when you work with God, and believe in your dreams, that He will fulfill you and uplift you and move those mountains. Wow, beautiful. All right, let me close space by thanking all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, God, source, creator of the universe, and all His holy beings of light that assisted with this guidance for us today. And I'm going to ask that any healing that was started to continue for as long as it needs to be done, in mind, body, spirit, and emotions, in all ways. I just want to tell you that some of you have asked me about Theta Healing and about taking it. I love Theta Healing because it assists me in my own inner work and my own shadow stuff that I've been working on. And of course, I love Creator, so I was just really drawn to it. So if you're interested in taking a basic level class or learning about it, my teacher, Monique Lacroix, she will be teaching a basic Theta Healing training on May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. At Quantum Wellness Center in Seekonk. I will put a link to her website in the description below. And I can't say enough things about her training and her teaching. We just vibe. We vibe, and those of you watching the channel will probably vibe on that level. If you like what I do, you'll love how she teaches, and you'll love how she supports you in your own healing. So if you've been like, okay, I need support, I need assistance, I need guidance, this may be a training for you. And you could just mention that I told you it'd be a good class to take. All right, let me see if there's anything else. If you'd like to book a private session with me, the link is below. If you'd like to make a donation to my channel, the PayPal link is below. And connect with me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and there's also links to my podcast. If you are new to the channel, it would be most beneficial if you subscribe to my channel and allow notifications or hit that notification bell so that you'll be able to find my videos or get notification every Sunday. I know it's a new channel, so of course I don't have like millions of views yet, so sometimes it's hard to find my channel again. So subscribing and hitting that notification bell will assist. Every once in a while, I try maybe once a week or a few times a month to do a pick a card reading. And then also to follow me on Instagram, because I'm starting to do more 10-minute quick reading check-ins on and posting them on IGTV. So I can't thank you enough for watching, and send me some hearts in the comments below, or some emojis, flowers for spring, whatever you're inspired to send me. I always appreciate the love back. And if you haven't heard it today or nobody's told you, I love you. God loves you so much. Trust in the divine, trust in your intuition, and I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.